Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what happened in my accident. Some of you guys may know already, but if you are new, I did get bit by a dog on my nose. It was my aunt's dog. It happened a week before Christmas, and unfortunately they did have to put the dog down. I would go to my aunt's house maybe every week or every other week, and I would always put the dog. And then this time, I think he just got defensive, and then that's what happened. He did bite my nose, and I do have some, not pictures, but drawings just to show you guys how big it was or severe. The surgeon said it was a severe case because he did get some cartilage, but luckily it was just my nose and a very teeny part on my lip, like not above it, but just on it. So there is like a tiny scar, but you can't really tell unless I told you. But okay, so let's just talk about where it happened. Okay, so it was just my nose right here. So it did get my a bit of my left nostril, but not on the right. So what's connected from under my nose to, I guess, my upper lip is totally intact, same as my entire nostril is intact on my right side. It's just my left one. He was just able to get a little bit of this part. I do have both sides of my nose. I do have my entire, I don't know how this is called, but I have all of this. And it's like maybe just like the point of the roundness is where he got it. And let me see, so I can show you guys. So I do have a scar, like you could tell. Let's see, I'm like looking in the mirror right now. It is right here, my scar. And you cannot tell at all. Like up here, this is completely seamless. Like it looks connected, but it's not. But you can't even tell that there is a scar or anything. So I'm really happy about that. And then I do have another scar connecting. Well, it's, I guess the scar because new skin connecting to each other. So it's not really a scar, but then it is because you could see the indented area of where the two new skin connects. But here is the other one right here. So you can't tell this part, but you could tell on this side. But then also you can't tell as much when I wear makeup because it's kind of like that seamless line that everyone has just right in the middle of like your nostril area, I guess. I did have a patch here because my first surgery that I had is called a forehead flap, and it is completely, I just look so crazy, and I just got so emotional the first day of the meeting in the morning when my surgeon told me this is what we're gonna do. So this is why I have like a little circle square here, because they had to get skin from my forehead and literally like drag it down. So they opened me up here and they dragged all of this down to connect right here. So basically I had skin right here for like a month and a half. Yeah, so I looked like this for practically a month and a half. I stayed at my brother's recovering, and I looked kind of crazy because I just have skin like literally attached to the bottom of my nose, and I didn't want to be out, so I kind of like quarantined at my brother's house. So that was my very first surgery, and that was on the 19th, 2 days after the accident. I had my second surgery on January 25th, and that's when they kind of cut this. So now they got skin from my forehead because it's a color match. It's close to the same texture as my nose, and it's for the best results. They could have gotten skin from like my leg or my arm, but for the best results, this is what they did. And then let's see, I think I drew out another paper for you guys. I just leave it like this, like a little, I guess we'll say it's a patch. So it's not too big, but it is practically this size. I do have a scar from the second one because in my second surgery they practically just cut this off. I didn't have this, but I have my nose, and then all of this is gone, but now I have a patch. And my second surgery, because they had to, I guess, pull the skin from up here and kind of pull it back, I do have a scar right here from the second surgery. I'm just making sure I'm not like staining my mat, but I do have a scar right here. It starts from where my eyebrow starts, and it just goes up here. And it's not longer or wider than my eyebrow. It does stop like right here, so it's pretty much even. So that was my second surgery. They cut off the flap, sewed me back up, so now I have this little patch right here. My third surgery, I did have extra skin after my first surgery when they put the skin down. So let's say this area was a bit bigger than this one, so it was like this. It was pretty big, or not too big, but you could tell I have more skin on the other one. So then I had to wait 6 months because they wanted to make sure the skin, I guess, was alive and intact and would have the blood supply, which is why they had to connect the skin from up here to my nose for a month and a half, and that's why they cut it off, the second surgery. So then my third surgery comes on August 6th, and that's when they shaved this side right here to make it more even. This is like really bad drawing, but yeah, they cut it off to make it more even. It was still a little bit more, not too even, but it was definitely a huge difference. And then my fourth surgery, which was 3 weeks ago, they made this side more even. So now both of my nose on this side is even and on this side. So my nose looks pretty normal. It just does have the scars. And they were gonna take skin from the back of my ear and have it as a skin graft to cover this up. But because it would leave a patch, my doctor decided like last minute that he was going to move my forehead or my scalp forward, which is crazy because I don't even know, like I don't know how he did it, but it looks so good. So now instead of having like a patch here from the back of my ear, I have natural skin from my own head, and it just covered this entire thing. So let me just get a new drawing that I did. So we're back here, and the only scars I have is this one that connects up here, the sides of my nose, or actually it's like right here, and then this one right here. And then they closed this up, and I don't even know how they did it, but because they closed it up, I do have some scars here from around the patch, and I'm not done it healing yet, but I just got out of surgery like 2 weeks ago. It's not too bad here just because it is recent. I'm not sure how it's going to heal, but this is the one that's noticeable. This one, it's still healing, so I'm not really too sure how it's going to heal. But yeah, I'm very fortunate that it was just my nose. It could have been worse. It could have been like my cheek, my entire nose, my eye, or my neck. You know, it was so quick when it happened, and I have an amazing surgeon, and it was really hard to go through everything, especially the first surgery, just because of how I look like. And I also was dealing with the breakup during that time, and even though I broke it off in November, you know, sometimes things still linger, and it was just like a lot during that time. Trying to separate the situations was impossible because anytime I think about the accident, I think about what I really went through, and I felt like the breakup was a lot more painful emotionally than the accident itself. It wasn't until March where I felt a lot better. Like after a few months, the breakup wasn't as hard as the accident was, because now in March, I'm kind of going back to the real world. I have to go back to work. I did go to therapy in March, and then just having an identity crisis in a way, because I love dressing up, doing my makeup, and I didn't really care for dressing up or doing my makeup. I'm like, for what if I don't really feel attractive, or this is how my face is gonna look? And this was all before like the recent surgeries where everything looks even. So it's like a really hard time, and I didn't start feeling better about everything until maybe, I think maybe June. I like flipped a switch and I just felt like a completely different person. I kept my spirits high, even though like in January and February I practically cried every night, every day for like 2 months because of the breakup and the accident. And then in June I just had like a different mindset, and I think June was when everything changed. I started dressing up and I felt good, and it took me a long time to get here emotionally and mentally. So it has been hard, you know, it's our faces. We want to look as perfect as we can. And then in July, I did start dating someone, the person that I mentioned in my other video. And it's not serious, but I have been having a great time with him when we hang out. It's a lot of fun and I feel cared for. And I always felt like I'm not gonna find anyone, like even though it doesn't work out or whatever. I guess going through this process that I'm right now with dating him has helped me realize that people are not going to care about scars. They will care about who you are as a person, and that has helped a lot. So whether things get serious with this person or not, I at least know that people could look past my scars and I still have the same heart, and I know I'm a good person, and accidents happen. I hope it all made sense, wasn't going all over the place. That's practically my accident story. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I'm trying to think what else I need to say before I end this video, because I don't think I plan on making another video. Since I'm in my last days, no more surgeries, I am done with everything. I will have scar revisions, I want to say next year. I've been having weekly appointments with my surgeon after my surgeries for about 3 weeks after my surgeries. And then the next time I see him will be in December. I saw him this morning and he loves how my nose looks, how everything looks, and it just makes me feel even better because he did so good, and for him to like everything, and the color is on point. He did mention that for other patients that have had a similar accident or some type of nose accidents, sometimes the color of the nose doesn't match to the rest of it because it's like more of a purple tint, but mine is pretty much spot on. I still have some pigmentation from the stitches because I literally just had surgery like not even 3 weeks ago, so eventually it's gonna go down, but it's still a little bit red, and my forehead is still tender as well, but it looks so good, and I'm just really happy that I have these results because I feel like the outcome was probably the best outcome possible. And I will be having scar revisions later on, and yeah, maybe I will give an update next year or something after I do scar revisions to see how it is. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who has been so supportive and encouraging. When I first announced that this happened, it feels so amazing having this community, and I don't know what or how it would be if I didn't have this amazing support system during the accident. You guys have been very encouraging and just so supportive. I love seeing your guys' comments and your prayers. So again, thank you so much. And I'm very excited for next year. Now I'm going to continue saving. No more surgeries. But that is it for this video. If you guys have any questions that I didn't answer, didn't really put too much detail here, but if you guys have any questions that you guys are curious about, comment down below and I will answer. But that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.